Que lo que mi gente was good, was good. Yes, sir, yes, sir. We back at it again today. We got a game tonight. We got 4 games left. The last 4 games of the season. Man, has this season flown by. And if you're on the side of crying and complaining and trading and moving players, you are just missing. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. And you guys are missing out on the journey. The journey is beautiful. It's been great to watch the ups and downs. That's what makes a season good. That's what makes it enjoyable. And you guys are missing all the great fun. You're seeing all the effort, missed out on it. You guys are just worrying about this prize, and it's about the journey. You guys that don't understand that is it's a sad thing to see. You guys always wanting to trade players, always wanting to just get someone else. The grass is always greener on the other side. I mean, it's almost sad to see a fan base like that, but the fact that you guys can't see it, we can't do it. I enjoy it. I'm enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying seeing Brunson grow up and develop. I enjoyed seeing uh, R.J. Barrett, IQ developing, growing up, even though in another team. I'm glad to see that how they started with us. They were the beginning of the foundation of where we started, where we're going. They were the beginning foundation pieces. I enjoyed seeing the journey from the Nerlens Noels to Alfred Payton to see how we came from that to what we have now. Um, I don't know, man. It's a little sad to me, but and not sad. I mean, sad for you, not for me. I'm enjoying the process. If you don't learn to love your people now, you'll never know. You'll never enjoy it. You'll never know what winning is. You'll never know what a journey or success is. You must be struggling in life if you can't see the steps and process. There's a process, man. There's a process. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. But we got 4 games left. We got a game against Chicago Bulls tonight, and this is our Bob Marley redemption song. We owe you guys one. Y'all got that off. We let that slide. But now with these last 4 games, we got to close out these games strong. We're in a good rhythm. We just beat the Milwaukee Bucks. We know Chicago's trying to play for a playing position, but we're trying to play for that number 2 spot. We're tied with Orlando. They beat us in the season 1 extra game, so they have the advantage. That's why you see them ahead of us. They play tonight also, although they're playing Houston. But we got the Bucks playing Boston. I don't, Bucks need a win, so I don't know if they play everybody. I don't think Boston will play everybody, at least maybe for the first half, and then they're probably gonna rest their people because there's no really reason for them to play. So Bucks could get a W. This will be a game to get them in rhythm, but hopefully they take a L. Hopefully Boston doesn't take no shorts and use this to maybe scheme and see. But it's going to be interesting to see if Boston plays all their players. I think they're going to play them for the first half. Um, we would like the Bucks to get another loss. We would like for Orlando to get beat by Houston. Houston's been playing pretty good, so they're motivated. So I don't think Houston's going to take it easy on Orlando. Houston's out there to play no matter what, even though they did get eliminated. Houston's out of contention. They can't make the play in. They're basically out of it. So are they going to be mad and try to finish the season strong, or are they just going to just fold up and die? So it's going to be interesting to watch how those games develop. I think Houston's going to go out there and play. Ime is probably not going to let his team quit until the end of the season. Maybe look at some different things. Who knows? Those are going to be interesting to watch tonight. However, the Knicks are fighting for position. We're fighting to stay in rhythm. We're fighting to get our timing in. So this game is important to us. So every team that's going to play us, they know we're not folding down. Chicago, I think, is still fighting in. So our game is going to be more of a fight than the other East Coast opponents. So look for us to get in rhythm today. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson is looking really good. His rebounds and blocks, he's getting his timing back. He doesn't have his cardio just back yet. He doesn't have the jumping yet. I don't think they're trying to get him to the lob just yet because they want him to slowly work his way for his foot. Not way he's dunking or landing wrong or landing on someone. So the rebound and blocking is important. He had a wonderful game. I think he had 6 rebounds and 3 blocks in our last game, so that's huge. You're seeing him. He did impact the game. His presence in the paint did matter, so that helped us a lot against the Bucks. Bojan Bogey, my brother Raw. Every time I think of him, my brother Raw. Was not a fan of him. I don't think he's that great either, but I think he's going to help us. He's getting in some kind of rhythm. Dante DiVincenzo's getting back his groove, so you're seeing him getting back in that rhythm. Uh, you seeing the vibes. They must have had a talk. They must have had dinner together. You see him, Dante, Josh Hart still hanging out, the whole squad. iHeart, salute to iHeart. Big game from him, 17 points. He had a double double. Big game for him. We could use a lot of that tonight. I would love to see that against Vujicic. Keep Vujicic. Vujicic is, again, another one kind of like a Brook Lopez. They spread the paint, so they're going to keep iHeart out of the paint. Vujicic is a 3-point shooter, a spacer. He's great. He has good moves in the paint too, so he can do little hook shots. He's got a good offensive bag, so I think it's going to be a little challenging for iHeart, but iHeart needs to take this as a challenge and keep him out of the paint and use his defensive skill. I want to see some defensive skill and rebounding from iHeart today against Vujicic. It's going to be a little bit challenging. Um, I want to see Deuce get into some rhythm tonight too because they got Kobe White. Kobe White's a high energy player. Uh, Ayo DeSumo. See if Josh Hart can challenge him. Josh Hart was a little slow, but I mean Josh Hart's doing this thing no matter what. But Ayo DeSumo, you can see that they try to use him, knowing that we were gonna let him shoot because he's not that great of a shooter. Apparently, he's improved compared to the last game, but it's gonna be interesting tonight. So Ayo DeSumo's gonna be their guy. Caruso's a little slow. He hasn't been consistent. So if we can contain Vujicic and it's gonna be interesting. But I think we got this game. I think we're gonna have, and I'm not saying we're gonna dominate them or beat them because they're gonna play us hard all the way for the 4 quarters. I'm looking for us to win. I'm looking for Brunson to show his dominance. I'm looking for Tibbs to probably bring in Deuce for more than 20 minutes tonight. Help slow down DeRozan. So we may see a little more Deuce. I think the last game we saw 17 minutes. We may see more of Deuce this game. See if Precious can have a little more impact than he did the last game. He did play some, and he did. He's getting there, but he's not the Precious that we've seen a couple of games ago when he was doing the double doubles and the blocks. So that's interesting to see. I'm looking for a W tonight. Hopefully Boston, even with their Boo Boo squad, can beat Doc Rivers coach team. Right now, Dame is looking as a shell of himself. I don't know if it's a divorce that he's going through or what he's going through, but he's been mentally checked out for a little while. Doc can't find him in rhythm. That's their problem. Lexi, and y'all wanted to get Dame and trade your future and all this for him, and then Dame, look at that. We got the better player. He even said it. Brunson's him. So we made the right move. Salute to the front office, getting all our players. Now we got to run what you brung. This is what we got. This was at the track meet. Let's get this team in rhythm. And I think we're going to be clicking. You're going to be seeing the same starting lineup. That's going to be our people going forward. It should still be Jalen Brunson. It's going to be Dante DiVincenzo. It's going to be Josh Hart. It's going to be OG Ananobi. And then it's going to be iHeart. That's going to be our starting lineup. That's probably going to be our playoff lineup. That's what we're going to see going forward. He's going to keep it that way in consistency so people will know their role. The players that we have now know their role so they can get used to the role they have now. So when they come to playoff, come these later games, the next 2, 3 games, everybody has already a set time or set uh, position of where they're going to play. So that should help Precious Achua knowing he's going to come off the bench. He doesn't have to start. He's not going to be doing all this extra stuff. Everybody's going to know their role going forward, and then we're just expected to play. If they're not producing, you're going to look at Precious and Bogey. They're mostly situational. If they're not producing, that's the only time you're going to see a 40 minutes of Deuce, 40 minutes of Josh Hart. So hopefully you should see those. Josh Hart at least in the 30, 34 minutes, something like that. And then a Precious coming in or Bogey. So those have been pretty good. And hopefully when Bogey's playing, Josh is getting that breather and Bogey's producing. So it's going to be a good game tonight. I'm looking for a W. Not saying it's going to be an easy one, but I'm looking for a W. These last 4 games, we got to get W's. After this, we play Boston. Boston's more than likely not going to play their players past the second half. Their starters, their main starters. They should be resting. KP. They should be resting Tatum, Brown. We'll probably play them for the first half, and then after that, they're going to check out. So just to get a little timing, see what we got, and then going. And then Brooklyn's not playing for anything, so they're probably just going to play their players. And then if we beat the Bulls tonight, I think the Bulls got a little tough schedule. I think after tonight we'll find out if they get eliminated or not, and then after that we'll know if the last time we play them, which will be 2 games from now, if they're going to be playing hard or not. So the last two games are going to be somewhat easier if they're eliminated. I think Brooklyn's getting might be getting eliminated. Nonetheless, Milwaukee has one of the toughest schedules to close out. They got Boston, they got some other teams, but I'm looking for us to be at least third, no lower than four, as high as two. But these next four games are going to be critical. So let's look for the matchups that we got tonight. Tonight should be a good night. So it's going to be probably one of the last games that you'll see for the remainder of the season. That's going to be 4 quarters of playing hardcore pressure. After that, should ease up. You'll see the minutes reduce for the most part for our players, or maybe get other players more involved. Mitch Robinson, Precious, a little more timing, and Deuce. Maybe get them a little more rhythm in the playoffs. But so hopefully we get these W's coming up. Let's look for a game tonight. Let's go Knicks. Hey, yo, stand up for your team, man. We'll do a recap of the season to help you guys because some of you guys are miserable. Want to do trade, buddy? Ain't even. Anyway, we'll talk about that on Saucy Sunday. Come back Saucy Sundays if you're catching this. Fridays 5 p.m. Sundays 5 p.m. Like, subscribe, put the bell notification because sometimes we come on at different times just to surprise you, keep you on your toes. Give us a comment. You hate my comment? Do you don't like what I said? You got something to say about it? You feel a certain type of way? Put it in the comment. You vibing? Give a quick yer. Salute to you guys. Let us know. And then if you watch the game tonight, put a comment on this video. Let me know what your thoughts are. And then we can chat live Friday 5 p.m. so you guys can let us know so we can see where we're at. Salute to you guys. Let's go Knicks. You heard? You're